So I want to talk about utilizing the best spawns on Overpass as a CT opper. So when I get the best spawn, what I want to do is I want to rush to the fountain as fast as possible, and by doing so, I'm going to be looking down this here, down mid, and I'm always going to catch someone either jumping, or either I'm going to get a flashbang, or I'm going to get some kind of action here. And by doing that, you're getting info to help win the round. If you don't see anyone, you can tell your teammates that they might be hitting B. I don't see anyone jump across playground. Or if there's a lot of action here and what if they throw a flashback at you and you get blind? If they're pushing you and you take a shot, I call this no man's lands here. It's a spot that you definitely don't want to be caught in, because there's so many different angles and they can be anywhere. But essentially, let's just say you do rush the fountain and you want to go and get this pick. You're looking for an opening. They jump across, like you miss, and you get blinded by a flash, and they're rushing you. And if I know they're going to take fast long A control because they're rushing fountain, so I'm just going to assume someone's going to take long A control, and it's usually just one rifle. And so I'm going to race him to long, and I'm going to try and jump up on this platform as fast as possible, spin around real quick, and then shoot him if he comes out, or if anyone comes out long. This is also more info that I can gather. If I don't want to play bathroom side, this is always an option that I take. And then let's say, for instance, that I kill one here, and I just want to keep falling back. Like, I don't want to get caught on the planner, so I want to play with my teammate in sight. So I fall back and I play sign, which is also another good spot to play, especially if you still have your smoke. You can play here and pick anyone trying to spot, usually from up here, or they jump over here, or sometimes people just dry peek you. And you're also given the ability to peek highway side, or sands, from a teammate with a flash, or you can even self flash. It's a little bit risky though, but playing here will also give you another option to get into the game or make a play if you have to. So give you some flexibility. Let's say that you don't want to play sign, and instead you want to run past sign and just get back in the site. Oftentimes, if I know they're really close to me, long and lockers, and they're going locker side, they're chasing me down. It's often I could throw a smoke behind me. I don't usually do it very often, but it's always a last line of defense. Like, if you want to save your life, you need to burn the smoke. Like, you just have to do it. You can always throw smoke behind you if you're rushing back into site. This is a little bit more advanced, but I also like to self-flash myself, because oftentimes when they're rushing fountain, they're obviously going to send some people up sand too, like up middle side. So someone's always going to be here, and if they know I'm long A, 9 out of 10 times the opera is going to be sitting over here somewhere, and he's going to be waiting for me to cross back over, because in their heads, it's a free kill. They know where I am. All they have to do is make sure I don't get away. So in any case, if you're getting chased down long and you need to get back in the site, but you don't want to cross dry because you think the opera is going to be holding you here, or maybe even here, I always just do a last minute flash, and I try to jump across as the flash pops. Probably could have thrown a better one, but you get the idea. I would recommend trying to get back in the site as fast as possible, or at least hiding sign. That way the long guys don't catch up to you and take you out in the open, or make sure that they don't spot you, because if you get caught in this corner, it could be bad news as well. So also want to mention that when you do play down here in the blue room, you don't want to stay down here for too long, because you never know if the terrorist does spot you here, because it's definitely possible, even without an op, to pixel peek, because you can kind of see where the white line is. And even if holding this angle here without a gun or anything like that, you can definitely see if someone crosses. And so that information is everything in terms of if they know you're down here for too long, like the guy's fountain might end up rushing here. They might end up rushing up really fast if they know you're in blue, and then they'll try and pinch you. And you don't want to be caught in blue when they're rushing up fountain, because then your teammate might be taking a fight, like a 1v2 or something, depending on the position that he's in. After taking the mid pick, what we'll do is we'll take a different route, and we'll go towards bathroom side. And this really depends on where my teammate is playing. For instance, if I know these guys are rushing me, I always try and put myself in a different spot to just get another pick. Like, it's very hard to peek an offer holding this angle, especially as a terrorist, as it is. And so you know if they're just rushing you that they're going to be looking for a kill and they're going to be trying to catch you off guard. They're just going to be very quick and very fast, and like they're going to peek as fast as possible. So it's a good opportunity and a good chance for you to pick up another kill, especially falling back from Fountain. And you don't always have to fall all the way back to site. Like even if you get a kill here, you have plenty of time to jump back and even set yourself up for another kill, even crossing site if you want to, or even play this angle here, and then you can fall back and kind of play more passive. But playing here really depends also on where my teammate's playing. For instance, if he's playing locker side, let's just say we knew it was an eco round, we knew they were going to rush mid, so we were kind of playing into their card. We knew what they're going to do, so they're playing into our trap. So let's say my teammate was playing here. I'm a lot more comfortable playing around divider because I know I can stay around for a lot longer. I know if like I miss a shot, like my teammate will clean it up. Like he'll start multi-fragging, or like they'll be focused on me, and while they're tunnel vision, they'll be rushing up as fast as possible. Meanwhile, my rifle will be getting a lot of gun time, a lot of multi kills. If you know they're not looking at him, they're not going to be paying attention. They're going to be looking at me because they're focused on just like grabbing any kill that they can. So essentially, if I don't have a teammate next to me, and let's just say I went to Fountain by myself and I'm trying to fall back while also still being involved in the play, I might consider taking a way more passive angle, like all the way back here, and then taking that shot and just kind of falling all the way back until you can get some help from your teammates. Let's just say, for instance, that we don't want to stick around divider anymore. We want to push all the way back to site, and then we just want to play side, and we're going to let these guys run up. We're just going to give bathrooms up completely. What I like to do is I like to go truck side, and I like to op here a lot, especially when teams are on low buys and they're low utilities. They don't have smokes and very minimal flashes. Like, it's a safe spot to play. Often it gives you a lot of cover. Playing here also tucks your body in so that it makes them harder to shoot you because you're so tucked in and you're playing a really close ang here, a really like tight angle. I've seen people even play this angle as well. It's a very tough shot, but if you really want to play a really safe angle, I recommend kind of looking into this if you really want to. But more importantly, I play this angle because like I can pick up easy kills. I can knock one out here, and I can reposition myself fast enough in case they try and run up the stairs and flank my right. And then like, let's say for instance my teammates, we have a nice little crossfire in the site, natural crossfire. We have a setup going on. Like he might be playing dice holding here, or for instance if he's playing dice and he's holding this way, like I could be supporting him from over here. Like, you know, it's really up to you how you want to play with your teammate. I don't recommend playing here very often, but it does work out a lot. Teams, when they run up, obviously they like to clear jump up, and then their next spot is over in this area and then over here, and then they do clear this, but sometimes the sun gives like a dead like giveaway with their shadow when they come up here and they try and peek this. Like sometimes just being an opper and having the op, having that shadow kind of cast before they peek is huge, because you can get the upper hand on them. So even if they knew like you were there, like you could still get the upper hand on them, just because the sun like casting a shadow on your player model. So if you come up, you know, they catch that early. So it's not a bad spot to be in, but it's definitely a risky spot. Wouldn't recommend playing there in a 5v5, but if you have to get crazy, like, you know, you got to do whatever you got to do. So when I get the best spawn for B side, I like to take short water control when I have an op in hand. I like to run to short water as fast as possible, and what'll happen is either I catch people running out of the tunnel from here, or if I don't hear anything and I want to get a little bit more aggressive, I'm going to push up and get some more info and just look for an opportunity to get a kill, make it a 5v4. Otherwise, if I want to take a more aggressive approach to it, I'll run past them all at the they'll throw, and then I'll come down here and I'll slide on this wall and I'll just get really close, like up in their face as fast as possible, and just kind of try to surprise them and just get in their face. And it's a good shot to take because, you know, they're in the tunnel, so it's like they can only peek so wide, and you know you have that, like, you know how far they can go, and it makes it sometimes a bit easier just to get in their face rather than playing a more passive angle. But you know, you're given the both options, so you can do however.